Hey guys, welcome back. So in this lesson what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the arrangement that we based on the Getz Gilberto version. Now this is a recording with Tom Jobim, João Gilberto, Astro Gilberto and Stan Getz on the tenor saxophone. And it's a absolutely great recording. Before we start, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. And for tabs, backing tracks, please check out our Patreon page. So let's get started. In our previous lesson we looked at this piece in two halves. The first part with 16 bars and then a second section with 18 bars. And they're quite similar. So let's call it A1 and A2. When it comes to the arrangement, the way we're going to play is we're going to have an introduction, which is essentially A1, the first 16 bars, but we're going to play with a slow tempo. Then we're going to play A1 and A2 with the Bossa groove. So in the introduction we have these sparse piano chords mixed with Astro Gilberto singing the melody, and it's got a very flexible tempo. The melody will be mainly on the second string. Occasionally we play the first string. That's the melody. For the piano chords, we're going to just brush with our thumb lightly like that. So that's our A minor 6. Then the G sharp diminished flat 13 we're going to play the same way as we learned in the previous lesson. You can go all the way to the open string. Now this time we're going to end with finger 1 on the 5th fret, so that we can do the next chord. Next chord is a C9. This is a really nice, really fun voicing. It's really this chord, and that marries what we hear in the piano, because the piano's playing a high C. Floating on the silence that surrounds us. So we're going to play that C9, then we're going to play a kind of a F minor major 7, but really I think of this as just an F diminished with an E on the top, and then an F6. So that's what we hear in the piano. The piano is playing really light sparse chords, and then you have these really sweet moments, like for instance here, after the first 8 bars, we hear the piano do something like that. So we're gonna go F6-9 to F minor 6, and the melody now here is up here. And then we have this funky kind of a thing. The piano does something like that, which is F minor 7 going to E minor 7. Quiet thoughts and quiet dreams. So the melody is up here still, and then this half we're going to play on the second string, and play an A7 flat 9 flat 13. And then the piano, the top of the piano, the highest note on the piano is a B flat. But if we play like that, then we lose the melody. The melody is the F. So we can brush up to the F and lightly play the B flat, so we include that note. And then this resolves into an A minor 6, 9. A really nice resolution. So and the melody goes. And then what we're going to do, we're going to play a whole of the A1 again. The whole of the next the next 16 bars are going to be the A1. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to have the rhythm with it, the bossa groove. And so for us, what we have to do is we just have to master the bossa groove so we can add the melody. Let me play you slowly this first section. So we're basically starting the piece again, and the chords are going to be again A minor 6, going to G sharp diminished flat 13, and then G minor 7 we're going to play with a bar like this, and then instead of C9 we're going to play a C sus9 like that, and then with this, and then we're gonna use a G flat 7 sharp 11 shape, and then F6. So these are the next 8 bars. So A minor 6, G sharp diminished flat 13, G minor 7, C9 sus, and then G7 sharp 11, and F6. So it's gonna sound like this. Okay, so you can really do a lot of different rhythms. The melody, you can play it in a variety of ways. It doesn't really have to be any one way. In the arrangement, what we did, we tried to copy as close to the melody, the singing voice as possible, that of João Gilberto. But you know, you can do it in a variety of different ways. And what I'd suggest in the beginning, just do a very simple melody that repeats. So you could do it like this. So. Do the same thing for the next bar. Same here. So you're repeating the same melody, but you know, crucially, you're keeping the bossa chords going in the background. C9 sus, G flat 7 sharp 11, and then into F6. So there. That's just one. There's many ways you can do that. And then the next bit we have the F minor 7, so it's going to sound like this. Okay, you can do everything with a bar. We're not going to play the F minor 6 in this case because we don't have enough fingers to maneuver that many notes, but the F minor 7 is just fine. Okay, so then the E minor 7. Now here gets interesting because technically an E minor 7 should not have a flat 9, which is the F, and this is for sure the chord that a lot of people play, and in this recording they do play an E minor 7. But because here we're talking, you know, the timbres are voice, piano, and a guitar. They don't clash as it clashes when you play the same instrument. If you it just doesn't sound good. A flat 9 over a minor 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the E minor 7, and then the inner rhythm we're going to play the B and the D, because the clashing note is the third, is the G, and then we're going to play we're going to tack in an E13 flat 9, which sounds really nice, sounds really cool. So that bit's going to sound like this. So it's going to sound like this. So then we're back to A minor 6 for 2 bars. Now the melody melody note here is on the F. So we're going to play the D minor 7 like that. So it's going to sound like this. We're going to play the F minor 6 instead of playing it here, because it's just easier to finger the melody note, which is here. Then we start with A2, the second part of the piece, and this is where we have 18 bars. And the beginning is the same. G sharp diminished flat 13. Then we're back to G minor 7. C sus 9. Same as before, into F6. So this so far is all the same. Now this bit is different. So we're going to play the F minor 7 on the 6th fret. So we're going to go like this. And the melody is here. So that's the melody. So 2 notes on the first string, and then 3 notes on the second string. So it's fret. So it's 8, 8, 6, 9, 8, 6, and then the open string, and then the D on the 3rd fret. So, but the chords is F minor 7, and then B flat 9. So we're gonna go. Okay, now that looks complicated, but actually what we're doing is this. And the reason why we're using this shape instead of that is because the 3rd is there. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, and then something very similar, but it's E minor 7 to A minor 11. Okay, so that part is, the melody is there. So 7, 5, and then on the second string we have 8, 6. We're going to play the open string, and then the D on the second string, 3rd fret. So then we have a D minor 7. We're going to play this shape like this. Now here is very similar. Basically we have kind of 3 sequences. 1, F minor 7 to B flat 9, and then another sequence going E minor 7 to A minor 11, and then D minor 7, and then G9 sus 4. So now here, instead of going like that, G9 sus to G sus flat 9, we're gonna go, because we need the B for the melody. So we're going to climb to the E minor 7 flat 5. And we're going to play this A7. You can play the bass on the 5th string or open on the 5th string or 6th string fretted. This is an A7 flat 13. Just regular A7, and then into D minor, same as same as before actually. Then G9 sus4, G7 flat 9 again, and then we're going to resolve into C6. I'll play this whole section. And then we'll end on C6. That's it, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was useful. For backing tracks, for tabs, and exclusive lessons, you can check out our Patreon page. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so and hitting that like button. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye for now.